Going back a few years now, Kenny, Segal and Serengeti. Ajai, what a hip hop album this was. Certainly my best of 2020. Sort of hidden gem that is just wonderful all the way through, and looking forward to giving it a re-listen. Track 1, also called Ajai or Aya, coffee table hip hop, but in the best possible way. Sounds very Portisheady. You can imagine them using the sample, and the bass on it is real, but the flow from the rapper, not sure which is. Track 2, Don't Wear That Suit Ajar. Glorious, sort of uplifting in a Sir John Stevens way even, but obviously hip hop. Storytelling over some amazing noises that just catch you. Track 3, Company Softball. There's an ongoing story in this first half of the album, and the second half is a different story that I've never quite got, but this is obviously them at a softball tournament and him not doing well and she being embarrassed. But again, great storytelling, great beat. Track 4, Summary. It's the change in directions. How many, just after 30 seconds you go somewhere else, and then it's somewhere else, that really makes this sound like nobody else. And the storytelling is amazing, and it's nice to hear Estonia get a mention as well. Track 5, I Just Cool Stuff. I'm sort of not wanting to do these reviews because I'm enjoying it so much, and the tracks are so short because it's just that good. Brilliant sort of Beastie Boys flute loop on this one. Great. Track 6, Romantic Paris. More fantastic storytelling, taking you to a place that I know anyway quite well, Paris. But it's just the track before the absolute piece to the resistance of this album, so I'm looking forward to that. Track 7, the beautiful, mind-blowing Ajai Final, the piece to resistance of this album. It really is a special piece of music. That piano, is it a sample, is it live? I don't know, I don't care, it's just fantastic. Track 8, Intermission. The intermission between the two halves of the album, I guess. Talking about shoe lotteries, talking about, it's just samples with a fantastic bass line and beat. Well done. Track 9, Check Kenny, the beginning of the second half of the album. Just, he's got drops, and this just drops a fantastic beat. From Chicago, apparently, at least Serengeti is. Don't know too much about Kenny Segal, but they're great. Track 10, Elaine. Again, Estonia gets a mention. I think the wife's from Estonia. I don't quite follow the lyrics as many times I've listened to this album. I should do really, but I just like the words and the noise together. That's all I need. Track 11, Jules Trunk. I really love the second half of this album, a little bit more than the first, apart from Ajai Final, which is the masterpiece on this. Kenny Segal's from LA, apparently. I did read that, and he's very, very good. Track 12, Collab. What a lovely sort of strings-based sample, and the rapping is fantastic on this track. It really is quick, but you can hear every word, and every word is interesting. Track 13, How I Look. It's a lot of track 16, so I haven't got too much to say, apart from just how great it is, and you need to listen to this album. A wonderful slice of hip-hop from only a year or so ago. Track 14, Exhausted. It's sort of a glorious mess. Much of this album is, it sort of shouldn't really work the way it splices around and changes so much, but it really does. Track 15, Kenny's Ads. Very, very mellow build up to the last track. I've never really noticed it, to be honest, and this was no exception on this listen. So yeah, not the greatest. 16th and final track, Odals, X Portillos and Calls. Again, not one of my favourites, but a good enough way to finish what is a fantastic album. I've enjoyed this. I've enjoyed this a lot, as always. My overall review of Kenny Segal and Serengeti, Ajai, is that it was one of the best hip-hop albums of the last 3 years. It's mellow, it's not in your face, but it says so much with so little, with the peak that is Ajai's Final.